What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Hope y'all been well. Back with another training video. It's been a long ass time, man, since I made a training video. Couple weeks. I made that montage a while ago. By the way, appreciate all you who watched the most recent video and the montage. Those videos both broke 100 views on YouTube. Dude, getting 100 views is like fucking insane, low-key, because I don't know, like on TikTok and Instagram you can like get a video that pops off really easily, but when it comes to like YouTube, I feel like getting those longer videos like this to high views is high views being like 100 for me. I know it's kind of lame to some of you, but trust me, it means a lot to me. It's a lot harder. So seriously, I appreciate everyone who watched those videos, liked it, commented, like just, or even if you just clicked on it and watched it. It's a big passion of mine to make content like this. So anyone who supports it even slightly, even just looking at the video, I really appreciate it. So thank you guys. But basically, I just wanted to talk about kind of what's been going on, not go off the radar about shit, and just discuss like my training right now, future training plans and stuff like that. So recently I actually accumulated a little bit of like a back injury. So I don't know, it started off pretty light. I thought it was just like a one day I just had, sometimes you get little aches and pains and stuff like that, and I just thought it was another one of those types of injuries, but it just constantly kept progressing and getting worse, and I was still trying to like train around it. I tried doing a ton of stuff off blocks and stuff like that, and it just didn't work out. Unfortunately, my back just basically kind of crippled me, and there was a period of time where I literally couldn't bend over without being in pain. And as much as I wanted to do the meet and stuff, at the end of the day, I don't really care about pleasing anyone else other than a couple people and God. So at the end of the day, I just decided to not do the meet because I just don't want to get injured, dude. I don't want to be one of those people who's an old guy saying, oh, I used to be able to deadlift. I want to be deadlifting when I'm 40 and shit like that and being able to move my body. And so I decided to pull out. So with that being said, my training changed a lot. If you guys look right now, I've been doing a lot of bodybuilding training, and everyone shits on bodybuilding so much, dude. But one thing that I have to say about bodybuilding is when you're working every muscle in the body and you're like focused on developing every muscle, it's really hard to have muscular imbalances if you have a good program. And when you don't have muscular imbalances, I feel like your body just feels a lot better. Everything feels more lubricated. And if you do bodybuilding in the way that I do bodybuilding, which is the way everyone should do bodybuilding, it's been kind of cancerized modern day. But if you guys look back in like to the silver era and the bronze era, these gentlemen who had extremely impressive natural physiques because steroids weren't invented, you would see that they didn't like do the type of shit that you see today. They actually like were very strong as well and able to move their body, very flexible. These guys are also like super flexible. I don't know what it is, but man, everyone just shits on bodybuilding, but I mean, who doesn't like being fucking jacked and shit like that? Like, I don't know, man. It just seems like a cope to me a lot of the time I hear people shit on it. And I'm not even saying that as a person who does bodybuilding mainly. I think I'm just going to stick on kind of like this type of training for about 8 weeks. And then I would really like to get into some more athletic stuff. Depending on how my back is doing and stuff, we'll add in certain types of exercises. But another thing I really want to get back into is martial arts, specifically Muay Thai, kickboxing, K1, all that stuff, and eventually mixed martial arts. That's always been my goal when it came to this kind of stuff, and I feel like I've really been lacking on it for the last like 8 weeks when I was training weightlifting. I did not go into this gym. I didn't train at all, and I definitely slowed down a lot, lost some skills and stuff in this video, lost some cardio, but it's coming back pretty quickly, honestly. I think when you do something for so long, you kind of just like develop almost like it's like a nucleus overload effect. Like everyone talks about nucleus overload in bodybuilding, which basically is like the muscle memory of the muscle. It's able to grow very quickly if you take time off. And I feel like that's how it is with fighting. I just feel like I can get back into moving my body very well pretty quickly. Of course, it's not perfect. Still have a lot to work on and refine. And Santiago's one of my training partners, really been helping me with that. There's still always stuff to improve on, but I'm just saying like I feel it coming back pretty well, which I'm happy about. And that's basically what I was gonna say in this. I kind of want to go back and fight, just because, dude, fighting has been, I mean, it's what I started when I was 15 years old. I think I was 14, but basically I just, saw the sport, got intrigued by it, and I've been training it ever since. And I've had a couple fights, and it's just, I don't know, it's so fucking scary fighting. But at the same time, there's nothing else in this world that makes me feel more alive. That sounds so corny, and some of you guys like don't understand, and I don't expect a lot of people to like get it, because, you know, it's one of those things that's like very autistically like niche, I guess. You know, like everyone wants to fight, and I'll admit, like I'm not like some dude that's like, oh, I'll fight anyone. Because to be honest, dude, fighting is fucking scary. It's so scary. Like getting in a ring in front of a bunch of people and beating the shit out of someone and trying not to get your shit kicked in. It's pretty scary, but at the same time, dude, nothing gives me more adrenaline. Nothing makes me feel more alive. Nothing makes me feel more confident. It's like, it's definitely who I am to a degree. And so that's something I want to tap into. And I've really enjoyed doing all this weightlifting stuff. But at the end of the day, I started weightlifting because I wanted to just become a better athlete and, you know, become more, whoa. Oh, okay. I thought my recording crashed. My screen just went black. But I started weightlifting to become a better athlete. But it's always been my dream to pursue martial arts and stuff like that. And now that I think I've learned the clean and jerk specifically a lot better, still have some work to do on the snatch, I think I can, you know, take these movements and I don't have to hyper focus on them now, and I can kind of program them into other stuff, of course, when my body's more healthy. But just kind of use them as a means to stay athletic. I don't like being an elitist, really. I think you guys have kind of noticed that. I really don't like subscribing to one type of training methodology. I mix stuff up. Even right now, I'm doing a lot of bodybuilding for my upper body, but I'm still, you know, definitely training Muay Thai a lot more, which is making me really happy. And then I've also really been, on my lower body days, you know, I'm just pushing the sled, doing sprints, moving my body, staying athletic. I don't like to, you know, get too encapsulated in one type of movement pattern, because for my goals, which is, you know, to be strong, to be fast, just to be the best well-rounded athlete that I can. Like overall, I don't need to hyper specialize in anything. I want to just be a well-rounded athlete and then take that into combat sports. That's like truly my goal, is like because I feel like everyone says, oh, muscles don't win fights and shit. And I agree. Like if you only like stay in the gym and you never actually train the skills, of course muscles aren't going to win the fights. But I want to kind of prove that wrong, and I want to be kind of like jacked, strong, fast, athletic, and also be able to like throw hands and shit. I think that'd be pretty sick, just kind of to sort of like dismantle that whole argument, because it's pretty demoralizing, because someone like me who really likes to just be an athlete overall and train as much different. I love moving my body in all different types of ways, bro. Like I fucking like rock climbing, you guys have seen. I like doing this shit, obviously. I like lifting. I like everything, dude. And when you hear people like try to kind of make you into an elitist, it kind of sucks, and that's one thing that I don't like. So I know I just went on a huge tangent, but all of that to say that basically I'm happy that I had that weightlifting journey. I'm happy that I learned those movements a lot better. It's still fun. I'm still going to train it a lot. Of course, when my back is better, because it still kind of hurts. And I want to stay away from any potential further complications. But when it does get better, I do want to, you know, use those movements, and then of course, all the other stuff. So I'm thinking after this hypertrophy block, after I do about 8 weeks of this, I want to switch back over to more like strength based stuff, I guess. But I also going to have like my track days and stuff, and just overall get really fast and strong. And I feel like, honestly, within the next couple of months, I can be at my strongest and fastest physical point that I've ever reached, just because of all the work I've been doing in the gym. And then if I can bring it into the ring, then that's even better, dude. So yeah, with all that being said, I don't know what else to fucking talk about. Basically, another thing I want to talk about, dude, is like, I think another reason people hate bodybuilding is because of the whole drug use thing, and I get that. Personally, I don't use drugs. I don't really see a problem with people who do take steroids. I see a problem with people who lie about taking steroids. I see a problem with people saying steroids don't affect your health. But anyway, basically what I was saying is, I think people hate bodybuilding because like it kind of gives you a false perception of things. But from what I've seen, dude, a lot of it's just like lighting. And I think I don't think you really need drugs to accomplish some of the stuff that you can with like building a nice physique. Like if you want to be a mass monster, that's one thing. But like, dude, like for instance, the thumbnail, or like just look at my physique right here. This is not how I like, of course my physique is it's not the most impressive, but it's decent, right? But like this is not how I look when I'm just like existing in nature, right? Like a lot of this shit is picture, a lot of it's lighting, a lot of it's pump, like the thumbnail. I had a huge shoulder and arm pump. I had just like murdered my limbs, and that's like how I looked like that. And when I look at myself like that, I'm like, holy shit, I don't even look like the same person. It's just crazy how much like a slight change in lighting or like a pump or just like a picture can really make. And I think a lot of people get upset when they see shit, but honestly, dude, I think a lot of people can come, like, I think there's a lot more naturals than we believe. At the end of the day, dude, like, one thing that I've learned, I feel like I'm kind of like old for my age, because one thing that I've learned, dude, is like your health is your most important thing at the end of the day. And I don't really care about like, I said this earlier to my friend. I said, because I was thinking in the car, we hit pads this morning, and then we trained legs today. And I said to him, I was like, dude, I don't really give a shit about like how much money I have necessarily. I don't give a shit about like the cars or anything like that. What I really want is I want a lifestyle where I can train like as much as I want to and not have to worry about anything else, like any like work related, I guess. So yeah. Anyway, good talk, y'all. That actually was a pretty good video. If you guys liked the video, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, check out some of my other content. I don't do content like this all the time. A lot of my content is more informative, or I do some epic training montages with my boys, which I'm hoping to get like another one out soon. But anyway, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Glad to have you. And hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.